simulate the situation of the customer is calling you, and most likely this customer is going to be a little bit either angry or pissed off or upset. Because hi everybody, this is Nestor with another episode, and in today's episode we are going to be talking about empathy, and we're starting right now. So the question is what empathy is. Empathy, perhaps you have seen this expression before on the internet, or perhaps you have heard this from another co-worker, right, or from another person that has experienced the industry of call center. The truth to be told is that empathy, it's putting yourself in customer shoes. But what does putting yourself in customer shoes actually mean? It means that you, from one way or another, you have experience, or you think about the situation the customer is having. You think about what would you do, how would you react to the situation the customer is experiencing, right? Let me go ahead and give you an example. Imagine that your mother's birthday is around the corner, meaning that it's about to occur in a couple of weeks. And then you go on the internet and you found something very particular or peculiar that your mother likes, right? So you bought this, you read the terms and conditions, and from your understanding you will be receiving this product within, let's say, 7 days, or let's say 4 days, right? So you click on the card, you purchase, you swipe your card, you give your card information and everything, and you just did the transaction, right? Now, what would happen that you tell your mom, hey mom, I got you something very important. I know that it's gonna be your birthday and you're gonna get crazy about this, right? So the day arrives and suddenly you realize that the product you bought did not arrive on time, and your mother's birthday is today. So imagine putting yourself in the situation where you have bought something very important, you have spent time, you have read everything possible for you to make sure that this piece of gift or this piece of service your mother is gonna get for her birthday, it's just right there, hanging there, because you have paid for that already. So how would you feel about that? How would you feel about the fact that you have bought this and the thing did not arrive? So putting yourself in customer shoes is to try to imagine the situation the customer is having, and from one way or another is to tell the customer, you know what, let me make something very special for you because of this situation. And putting yourself in customer shoes is not actually saying I'm sorry because it didn't arrive, I'm sorry because you're not gonna celebrate your mother's birthday as you thought you would, I'm sorry because we didn't meet your expectation. Being sorry or saying sorry most of the time is not gonna help you with your customer. It's not gonna help the fact that there is something that you were not able, or your company was not able to fulfill in customers' demand. And that means that eventually the customer, what is gonna happen, he will tell 10 times to his peers or to his colleagues or to the people that he lives with that they shouldn't buy in this company because of the treatment, because of the way he was treated at the moment of the purchase, or at the moment of the delivery of the product or service they bought, right? Or he bought in this case. So putting yourself in customer shoes would be something more like, how would you react or how would you feel? To the point to that sentiment you have, it's going to change the result. How or what are you going to be doing in order for you to fix the situation? For example, in this case, what would you do if your mother's birthday were today and the gift you bought 7 days ago hasn't arrived just yet? What would you do? How would you feel? Would you ask your money back? But the truth is that you don't want your money. You want the present because that means a lot to your mother. So what would you do? What would you say? Right? So it's very a key element to identify customer's need, customer urgency to solve a problem or situations they have in order for you to provide the best possible service. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because when you go to your next job interview in a call center, and most likely when you are in the process of role plays, the examiner or the person in charge of the role play will ask you to basically simulate the situation of the customer is calling you, and most likely this customer is going to be a little bit either angry or pissed off or upset because of the product or service hasn't arrived just yet. So how would you deal with this? What would you say to the customer? And one of the things that you can say to the customer is not to say, I'm sorry. It's not to say, Mr. Customer, you know what? We didn't meet your expectation. We're sorry about that. Here's your money. Or we didn't meet your expectation, Mr. Customer. We're sorry about that. Let me see what I can do for you. Right? It's not about that. It's about that you as a human, you understand the customer's needs. You as a human understand what the customer could not fulfill because of the situation that your company did not meet. And what would you do about it, right? That's pretty much the idea of the customer service. Or that's pretty much what you need to do as a customer agent, right? So, in my experience, one of the best ways for you to actually understand customers' needs is by telling the customer that you will do your best to fulfill their expectation. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it's gonna be impossible for you to fulfill customers' expectations because different reasons, right? It could be because of the product itself is out of stock. Just imagine the case that product is out of stock. So how are you gonna be promising something that is out of stock? It's impossible, right? Because you're not gonna go to the warehouse and make it yourself. That's not the way it works. But there are other ways that you can feel the customer a little bit, happier. And this way would be being empathetic. So that's the most important thing that you need to keep in mind whenever you're talking to the customer next time. And putting yourself in your customer's shoes is, what would it happen if you were experiencing the same situation the customer is experiencing? And what are the things that you would do in order for you to improve that situation, in order for you to meet customers' expectations, right? These are the things that you need to be careful about. And the reason why, once again, I'm telling you all those things is because in your job interview, there is a likelihood, there is a probability you're going to be asked this question. The question is, or not, it's not a question itself, but it's a situation where the operation manager will role play as a customer and most likely will tell you a story. Hey, you know what? I bought this product because it was my mother's birthday. I did not receive it. Hey, you know what? I bought this product because I thought it was going to help me. I did not receive it. Hey, you know what? I bought this product, or I just acquired this service because I thought you guys were going to fulfill my expectation and did not happen. What are you going to be doing about it, right? So one of the things that you need to say is that, Mr. Customer, I totally understand your frustration. Mr. Customer, I totally understand we haven't pretty much met your expectation, and you need to repeat. Basically, you need to repeat the customer's words and make that ownership. Meaning that make customers feel that you are the guy that really understands his frustration, his situation, and you are the guy who will help this customer in this call, right? So thank you very much for watching. Once again, it was my pleasure having you. If you have liked this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you in a next delivery. Take it easy, guys, and bye-bye for now.